What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top features we need in Pokemon Go right now. First of all, credit to The Trainer Club for the idea on this video. He's made plenty of videos like this, which I will link some of them below so you can check out some of the features that he mentioned in there, as he has a lot of amazing ideas for things that can make Pokemon Go better. Now I thought this was a perfect time to make this video because with the recent task force that Niantic has created, and they're going to be having reoccurring meetings with them, I thought this would be a great video where I could outline some of the best features that could make Pokemon Go better, as well as you guys could comment below some features that you think would be helpful. So any of the community leaders could go ahead, take a look at this video, take a look at the comments, and pretty much bring these ideas up to Niantic. So feel free to comment below any of the things you think that they should add to Pokemon Go. Without further ado, let's get into it right now. Now, the first feature I think is definitely needed, and this has been talked about so many times, is the ability to bulk send and bulk open gifts. When you are on your friends list, sending gifts, like, it's just a task. I don't even do it anymore. Sending and opening gifts, sometimes I completely forget because you have to go ahead individually press yes. And of course you can do that, skip the gift sending and receiving animation technique, but sending and opening gifts is just such a time-consuming task that hopefully in the future there's just a button that pretty much just allows us to select the friend's gifts you want to open, like the mass transfer feature, and go ahead and click open all or send all or something like that. This will save us so much time, and really it shouldn't be feeling like a chore. Also, on top of that, since we do have a 400-person friends list now, being able to open more gifts and send more gifts would be nice as well. Specifically open more gifts, being able to open, I think it's like 30 gifts right now out of a 400-person friends list. Like, at least let us open 100 gifts. They might say like, oh, then you're getting too much items, but gifts don't even give you that much items. So I think opening more gifts would be nice. Moving on to trading, and specifically global lucky trades has been a request that a lot of the community has had for a while. Now, although I do want global lucky trades, and I think it would be very nice if we could just trade, do a lucky trade with anyone, anywhere in the world, I think the issue with that is that it would make regional Pokemon completely useless. If you don't know, regional Pokemon are pretty exclusive Pokemon to get, and you have to be in certain areas of the world to go ahead and catch them. And if we have global lucky trades, it would be very, useless of these regional Pokemon because you could just get a traded one from anywhere in the world at any time. So I think that maybe a better way to do this would be regional lucky trades or country lucky trades. Pretty much look where all those regionals are, and whenever region you are in for a regional Pokemon, you can only trade with players in that region. The second option too, of course, would be to ban all regional Pokemon from this global lucky trades. Not sure if that'd be possible, but pretty much just make it so we can't trade Pokemon like Sigilus, Raktis, all those regional Pokemon in these global lucky trades. But I think global lucky trades is definitely something we need, as plenty of trainers have a lot of global friends that they can never trade with. Moving on to the next one here is going to be a chat function in the game. Now, I don't know how hard it would be to implement this, as I am not a, video game coder, and it might be very tough to have a chat feature and make sure that, there is a spam filter and make sure people aren't swearing in and all that stuff. But having a chat function, at least in raid lobbies, would be so useful to talk to trainers, to coordinate, hey, are we staying in? Do we have enough people? Are you inviting people? What counters are you using? What counters I should use? I think maybe just a little chat box, like, how you can press the invite button, maybe a button right there and you could click on it and it would open up a chat box, would be very useful in game, so you could just talk to players in raids. With the introduction of remote raids, there's not a lot of trainers who actually show up to raids anymore, so you can't actually talk to the people there in real life, and a chat function would be very useful. Even also a chat function to talk to any of your friends on your friends list, so you can coordinate hitting best friend bonuses and ultra friend bonuses with them, would be so useful. How many times has there been a person in which they changed their name and you have no clue who they are anymore, and you don't remember what their Discord, their Instagram, or however to contact them and coordinate a best friend lucky egg or an ultra friend lucky egg? I think a chat function would be super useful. Again, I don't know how hard it would be to implement, but it would be nice if we had it. On the topic of raids, I think a ready up button is long overdue in raids. When you join a raid, there is a 2-minute timer, and although it's nice to wait for the timer sometimes so you can talk to the other raiders, sometimes you're in a rush, or you don't really want to wait 2 minutes to do a Carvana raid. So having a ready up button would be nice. I think the main issue with a ready up button would be in public lobbies, and when you are waiting for invites and things like that, everyone readies up. Does the raid just start and anyone who got an invite just not able to get in? So I think to start, they should just add a ready up button to private lobbies. As private lobbies, you're controlling who's entering. So once you know everyone who you invited entered the raid, you can go ahead and ready up. So maybe just starting it with a ready up button in private lobbies would be nice, as I don't know how they would implement it into a public raid lobby. I think a ready up button is well overdue. And the final raid thing I want to talk about here is going to be raid notifications appearing everywhere. Know how when you're on your main screen there and you get a raid invite, it pops up in the bottom right corner and pops up with a raid notification, hey, you've been invited to a raid, go ahead and join here. I think there's a lot of times when players are, battling in PvP, checking out their item bag, managing Pokemon, and they get raid invites and they completely miss them. There's even sometimes when, your phone screen is closed and you don't even get the raid invitation. I think just improving the raid notification feature would not only, make it better for players players and allow us to miss less raid invites, especially for those hardcore players who still spend money on the game. But it would help Niantic as well, as more players would be spending more money on raid passes. So I think improving the raid notification feature would be very helpful, just making it easier for us to know when we got a raid invite so we don't miss as many raid invites, because I swear I've probably missed in the thousands of raid invites. Moving on to some PvP improvements, I think one of the best PvP improvements that could be made would be a casual mode for PvP. The only way to play PvP right now is in the Go Battle League, in which when you go, you rank up slowly, and once you get to rank 20, you unlock ELO, which is the competitive ranking version of PvP. There's really no way to go ahead and just have a fun battle in PvP. Go do some casual play which doesn't affect your ELO, where you can try out some spicy teams, try out some new Pokemon, and not have a huge consequence if you lose. I think having a casual version of PvP would not only entice more trainers to go ahead and join, as it would be less competitive. Not a lot of people want to go ahead and play competitive PvP, but it would just be a lot more fun, as people wouldn't be sweating as hard and using Galarian Sunfisk, Altaria, all these really meta Pokemon. Also, on the topic of PvP, in the PvP community, this is not my idea at all. A lot of trainers want to bring in the classic style of PvP, in which you can go ahead, choose 6 Pokemon, and then at the start of the battle, it'll show you your opponent's 6 Pokemon. The opponent will see your 6 Pokemon, but you only get to choose 3 Pokemon each. So you can kind of know what your opponent might be bringing to the table, as you see all their 6 possible Pokemon, but they're only going to choose 3, so you can go ahead and kind of get an idea. This is called the tournament style of battle, and if you've ever been in like the Sylph Arena tournaments or anything like that, that's how they do it. Obviously, it's more of a competitive thing, and the issue with this is it could bring more of a barrier to entry, as you will need a minimum of 6 Pokemon to play a PvP match. But I think this could be a quite good feature for some of this high competitive PvP battle. Moving on to the next one, I think that there could be a huge improvement in the gym coin system. You guys know, and a lot of people are probably going to be commenting this as their main thing, the gym coin system, the only way to get gym coins is to put a Pokemon in gyms, hopefully stay there 8 hours, and once you get knocked out, you will get max of 50 coins every single day. If all your Pokemon get knocked out on the same day, you still only get 50 coins. I think gym coins are quite an outdated way to get coins, and I think Niantic could definitely improve this. There was actually a time at which they said they were trying to improve it, in which you could do these tasks to get more gym coins and get up to like 100 gym coins a day or something like that, but we haven't heard anything since then. So if you have any ideas on how they could implement a better version to get gym coins, comment below. I know maybe doing some simple tasks like catch a Pokemon will get you, 5 gym coins every single day, and you can only do that task once. So every day you catch a Pokemon, you get a free 5 gym coins. I think just improving the gym coin system would be very nice. And it's not like we already get a lot of gym coins. 50 gym coins is like almost nothing. That's like what, 350 gym coins a week, which is enough for like 1 bag upgrade or like 3 remote raid passes. So honestly, the gym coin system could definitely use an upgrade. If you have any ideas on how they could improve that, comment them below. Now I want to talk about 2 features that I've seen no one talk about that I think would be very nice quality of life update changes. If you don't know, you can stack your field research tasks. Once you complete one of them, if you click the run button, it'll come up to the top here and it'll become into your stacked tasks. Right here, obviously I have an Audino and I can just simply run from that Pokemon, and I can keep encountering it. So it's pretty much just stacked there, and I can encounter that Pokemon and catch it whenever I want. And you can actually have up to 100 Pokemon stacked in your task. Right now I probably have around, I would say 50 stacked tasks, but that is the main issue. Maybe having a counter which will show you how many stacked Pokemon you do actually have at the moment will be very useful for those hardcore grinders who want to know how many of these Pokemon they have. So maybe just, a number here on the left that'll show you, hey, you have 50 stacked Pokemon, or you have 99 stacked Pokemon. And if you don't know, you can have up to 100 stacked Pokemon until they start deleting some of your encounters here. So maybe knowing how many you have, so you know when to start catching these, so you don't start deleting them. Although this is not going to be, a must feature, I think it would be a nice quality of life update for anyone who really enjoys stacking. I think they should have, when on this screen here that shows you all your Pokemon and you can like mass transfer them kind of thing, I think they should have a way to see the IVs on these Pokemon. Maybe just throwing the IVs in, the top right corner of the Pokemon, or like right above the Pokemon or something like that, or right under the name would be very useful. So you can go ahead and instead of having to come in here, click appraise, go through all these Pokemon like this, go, being able to see all the IVs up here, and then going ahead and deleting all the ones that have terrible IVs would make it a lot easier to transfer Pokemon and deal with Pokemon storage. It's really annoying when you have to come in here, obviously come in here, appraise, say, oh, is this good? No, I'm going to transfer it, and then click, hey, do you want to transfer it? No, I don't. Yes, I do, kind of thing. I think just having those IVs set right there would be super useful, and it's like, I don't know how hard it would be to implement, but I think it would be pretty easy. So those are pretty much all the casual player improvements I think that Niantic can make for the majority of player base. I think a lot of you would agree that these are definitely great changes to make. However, now I want to talk about some more hardcore features that will help some of these more dedicated and hardcore players, maybe some of you, to make the game better and more efficient. First of all, being able to mass transfer shinies, you know, after a community day, a lot of you hardcore players come home with 70 to like 100 shinies, and be able to mass transfer them would be very nice. You can go ahead now and mass transfer like legendary Pokemon, but I think that shinies should also be included in this, as you know, some people actually do want to go ahead and mass transfer shinies. Maybe have it as a different toggle on and off as the one for legendaries and mythical Pokemon, but I think it's definitely a needed feature. Also, being able to search by weight and heights. You cannot search Pokemon under a certain weight, under a certain height, and I'm actually curious why this hasn't been implemented yet. Some people want to grind the small Rattata or the big Magikarp medal, in which you need to catch Rattatas and Magikarps under or over a certain weight, so being able to search them would be a lot easier than having to go through them individually and say, hey, is this one good, this one good, this one good. Although it's not super needed feature, I think it would be a nice update. Being able to bulk trade as well. A lot of players don't trade at all because it takes so much time. Doing 100 trades, which is the max amount of trades you can do in a day, probably will take you around 40 to like 50 minutes if you're going very fast. So I think being able to select a big group of Pokemon, like maybe, you know, 50 Pokemon or like 25 Pokemon, person you're trading with does the same, and then it'll just instantly trade. It'll instantly swap all those IVs. Although it might be hard on like your phone because, you know, they're doing a lot of calculations in the background. I think, you know, bulk trading is definitely something that could come to Pokemon Go, and that would be very useful. Also, bulk use of items. A lot of hardcore players want to go ahead and pop 24 incenses or 8 lucky eggs, and having to go through individually, use a lucky egg, back out, use a lucky egg, back out, use a lucky egg. Although it's not the end of the world and it's like, oh my God, waste so much time. Efficiency is always nice, and just being able to bulk use items, like say, hey, I want to use 8 lucky eggs right now, and it'll go ahead and give me 4 hours of lucky eggs, would be nice for some of those community days when you are going to be using that many lucky eggs. Final two things here is talking about Team Rocket. First of all, maybe a toggle in the settings in which you can turn off Team Rocket encounters. Sometimes those Team Rocket encounters, when you're going ahead and spinning Pokestops, like manually and all that stuff, can slow you down because you don't want to actually battle any Team Rockets and you don't care at all about Team Rockets. You just want to spin Pokestops. So being able to turn off Team Rocket encounters, maybe so you don't see them at all, could be nice. Update to, you know, speed efficiency. Also, skipping the Team Rocket rewards. After you do beat a Team Rocket, unlike raid battles, you can't go ahead and tap through all those rewards. You have to watch the rewards, watch the, you know, 12-kilometer egg pop up if you battle the team leader and all that stuff until you finally get to the encounter. Although it's not a lot of time. Again, this is for the hardcore players. It can slow you down and it can be annoying. A lot of hardcore players just completely avoid Team Rocket because of these two things I mentioned here, which the fact that Team Rocket just takes so much time to battle. Like all these hardcore players don't want to spend that much time doing that. So I think increasing efficiency for Team Rocket would be very useful. And now the final thing I want to say that I think would make the game a lot better, and a feature that's definitely needed, is just to fix a lot of the bugs. I think before implementing any of the things that I mentioned in this game, if Niantic could go ahead and, you know, try their best to slowly fix Go Battle lag, slowly fix glitches that happen in the game, getting booted from raids randomly and all that stuff, just make the game more secure and, like, you know, not have as much problem, would be amazing. As the game is in a pretty good state right now, and I'm very happy playing Pokemon Go. Of course, these features would make the game better, but I think that if they could just fix the game, the bugs, so we could just have a fluent game that we can rely on working and not glitching out, is gonna be the best priority. And then after that, we can go ahead and add all the things I mentioned. So yeah, those are all the things I mentioned. Again, credit to Trainer Club for the idea for this video. Again, he's made these videos before, which you can check out below. And also, guys, I'd love for you guys to comment below any other features you think that should be coming to Pokemon Go. Again, I said, if you are a community leader, and there are those community leaders out there, like I know Zionic is one, who maybe needs some ideas or things to bring up to Niantic at the next meeting to help Pokemon Go get better, they can maybe take some ideas from this video or from the comment section below from you guys. I really appreciate y'all watching this video. Again, comment below any of your ideas. We're gonna see you in the next video. Follow for tips. Peace.